Liverpool's starting 11 against Brighton has been revealed. Liverpool head to Brighton in the FA Cup on Sunday afternoon, and Jürgen Klopp has a lot of decisions to make. Liverpool will enter the second phase of their FA Cup defence against Brighton and Hove Albion at Amex Stadium on Sunday afternoon. For manager Jürgen Klopp, this will mean a quick return to the location of the worst game he has overseen in his 22-year managerial career. Of course, this is a nod to the South Bank 3-0 defeat earlier this month, when goals from Solly March and Danny Welbeck prompted the Liverpool boss to make such a goddamn statement. On Sunday, the bets will be drastically different for both Liverpool and Roberto De Zerbi's side. The Seagulls have been one of the surprise teams of the Premier League so far this term. As the mid-season passed, they found themselves keeping up with the European chase pack. Therefore, any additional fixtures between now and May could be seen by Italians as a possible distraction. For the Reds, the trip to Amex will be another welcome relief from the efforts of Premier League football that have made Klopp's side better so many times this season. The stalemate with Chelsea last weekend was the latest indication that the world's oldest local cup competition could be the club's last realistic chance to bring silverware to Anfield this term. With that in mind, Klopp will try to go as strong as possible on Sunday afternoon. On defence, Trent Alexander-Arnold returned to the team after missing a starting spot against Chelsea last weekend due to a minor muscle injury. After achieving clean sheets in a row for the first time since October, Liverpool made their third consecutive start in all competitions alongside Ibrahima Konate and Joe Gomez. Andy Robertson completes the back four. They will play in front of Alisson Becker. After the Reds' midfield was significantly overrun against the same opponents just 2 weeks ago, Stefan Bajcetic is once again keeping Fabinho out. The Spanish young talent is rewarded for his mature performance in his first Premier League start last weekend. He's been accompanied by a handful of live cameos in recent weeks, and by Jordan Henderson and influencer Naby Keita. Thiago Alcantara has been given a well-deserved rest after starting 8 games in a row in all competitions since club football's comeback. At the front, Mohamed Salah maintains his position on the right of the attack despite his last formless appearance. The Egyptian is accompanied by Darwin, Nunez and Cody Gakpo, who started for the first time since January 7th. As confirmed by Klopp, Liverpool will lack Fabio Carvalho in the match. That means Ben Doak, Calvin Ramsey and Luke Chambers, who were absent in Friday night's under-21 Premier League win against the Wolves, are expected to take their place on the bench. João Palhinha is on Liverpool's radar. Liverpool's once formidable ship now represents a shadow of its former existence. Premier League giants are battling for form and consistent performance this season. Signatures are now sought to secure future success. Pre-season preparations flew out the window after competitive action kicked off. The Reds quickly lagged behind the pace-setters at the forefront of the division, and boss Jürgen Klopp really has the job to do now. According to Dean Jones, in early January, titular Fulham central midfielder João Palhinha was booked as a transfer option for the Merseyside club this winter. Joining the Cottagers for £20 million in the summer alone, a tempting offer from Liverpool could have swept him away from the clutches of the West London team. The report goes on to state that the impressive machine is one of the key players for the newly promoted side this season, and given the consistency of its prowess, it will enhance any outfit it plays in. Coming to the Premier League for what is increasingly turning out to be a bargain, Palhinha, 27, has so far scored 3 goals from his deeper position on the pitch. But the most glorious elements in his kit don't lie in his offensive power. With SofaScore, the average league rating this term was recorded as 7.1. The 27-year-old veteran has been dubbed Casemiro-esque by writer Zach Lowe after an incredible 4.7 fights per game. Also, 1.9 tackles and 1.1 interceptions have proven invaluable to the team of Marco Silva, who proudly placed 7th after being promoted from the EFL Championship last year. He's also a solid phenomenon, with Liverpool winning 64% of their duel and completing 82% of their passes, which need to recharge the batteries once again. If he comes in, he will be an excellent replacement for Naby Keita, who has been battling constant injury problems since joining the club for £48 million in the 2/8s and has made only 1 debut league game this season. Keita has recorded a low 6.5 rating in the English top league this term. He completed only 75% of his passes and put up 0.2 tackles per game. It achieved numbers substantially lower than those recorded by Palhinha. Naby Keita's contract will also expire at the end of the season, and her current form certainly does not push her to sign a new contract. Therefore, Julian and his friends plan to do whatever they can to land Portugal's centre of power. He quickly proved his prowess as a standout component in a thriving team, and amongst Liverpool's crop of talent, one can only imagine from the middle, pulling the strings and serving as the engine to roar Anfield through a tough and relentless life. The Portuguese player made 20 Premier League appearances for Fulham this season and managed to score 3 goals. He also saw 7 cards and showed what an aggressive player he is. He is a player who can definitely feel the hardness and pressure that Klopp wants in the midfield. A midfielder who does not break with the game discipline and can enter the gaps between the lines well. Replacing it with Keita certainly seems like a very sensible business. Jürgen Klopp says he has a sensational finisher in the Liverpool squad. Liverpool manager Jürgen Klopp has claimed new signing Cody Gakpo is a sensational finisher. Gakpo has appeared in 4 games since signing from PSV Eindhoven and has yet to score. However, Klopp insisted that he was happy with the recent transfer. "You can say we got a striker and you talk about his defense, but his defense in this central position is phenomenal. That's what we need," said the Liverpool manager. "He's a sensational finisher, his long range is phenomenal, but he's been a bit rushed in the game so far. He has a long-term contract here and I'm totally happy," he said. Klopp also gave a sarcastic nod to the people judging Gakpo after 4 games on a dysfunctional side. "People say he didn't score, but he's coming to our team right now as a forward and then being judged for not scoring. That's really great. Inwardly it's alright and he's fine. He's a smart kid, he really wants to learn, and he's a really good listener," she said. If Gakpo is truly a sensational finisher, he has yet to show it in Liverpool. While the Reds currently carry almost 0 threats, this is no big surprise. It would be nice if he ran into the corner in a Luis Diaz-like fashion. He can really do that right now in Liverpool. But at the same time, he is in no hurry to explode. As Klopp pointed out, he's at Anfield for the long haul. He's only 23 and Gakpo has plenty of time to become a top player for the Reds. Of course, with all of Klopp's offensive options back in form, the Dutch player should find his form a little easier. Yes, he may see his minutes running low, but playing with a full Liverpool attack will benefit him. With Diogo Jota, Luis Diaz and Roberto Firmino injured, Klopp can't use Gakpo exactly where he wants to. As a result, we probably won't see the best of the 23-year-old for a while. However, it is wise to consider the example of Darwin Nunez. The Uruguayan star didn't seem to live up to expectations when he first arrived, but as time passed, he started to put in an effective performance. It may be necessary to give Gakpo some time as well.